I was laying around in the bed last night watching Call of Duty videos. I mean, everyone usually just chills, watch something, But then I started remembering the black and white mode in Shadow is Evil. Nobody actually found a meaning in it and what it was used for. People thought it was fun, and some thought it had a deeper meaning. I remember watching a video back in the day of a dude, like, he crouched all the way around Shadows of Evil, saying it was used for something, blah, blah, blah. But not too many people made videos upon it. Now I started thinking about Weasel's hat in Revelations. I was thinking Shadows of Evil black and white mode is kind of like the tape scene in Mob of the Dead. So I went and investigated why so many Mob of the Dead references in Black Ops 3. Like the plane sitting on top of the roof and the giant is sitting there. And then Shadows of Evil is flying. And in Zeds, it blows up or it teleports. It appears in three different maps in Black Ops 3, and you roll the plane 3 different times in Mob of the Dead. For instance, you feed the dragons in the Rising Drag, and then you feed the dogs in Mob of the Dead. Kind of similar, right? And then on the Rising Drag, you get the plunger. You can turn it into a gold plunger. And then on Mob of the Dead, you get the spork, and you can turn it into a golden spork. And on Zets, you got this wonder weapon, the KT-4. It's kind of similar to the Blundergat, but a little different. But they both shoot acid. And also, it's kind of, you can receive it in the same kind of way. And the upgrade station for it is kind of the same. Now I was thinking, why so many connections to Mob of the Dead? Then I remember Mob of the Dead was supposed to be in Black Ops 3, but never was used. And Blundell said, the impossible Easter egg ain't in the files, just like Mob of the Dead ain't in the files no more. The question was, if it was never used, why are there so many references to Mob of the Dead? Now remember, the skeleton key Easter egg, doing certain things on certain maps on Black Ops 3 gives you a hidden Easter egg that ain't in the files. So it made me think, what if we could do the Mob of the Dead Easter egg by using every map to complete a hidden Easter egg that wouldn't be in the files? For instance, on Mob of the Dead, step 1, build a plane on the roof. And then when you go to the giant, the plane is just sitting on the roof. And that's get the Hills Retriever by feeding the dogs. When you feed the dragons on the Rising Drag, you get the sword. The next one, fly the plane. You can see the plane flying in Shadows of Evil. And then shoot the poster off the wall. You see the same poster that's on the wall in Revelations. Then it says shock the metal spork or get the spork. You can get the plunger on the Rising Drag, and you can turn it into a golden plunger. Then you got the skull step to get the Blundergat, I mean, it's kind of the same as the KT-4 and upgrades on Zetsable Zets. Then next step, complete the cycle 3 times by taking the plane 3 times. You can go to the giant and the plane is on the roof. And then you switch over to Shadows of Evil, then the plane is flying. Then you switch over to Zets, the plane blows up. Or it teleports or something. What if you got to do that 3 times in order to do that step? Or what if you got to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 3 times in order to move on? I don't know. And then on Mob of the Dead, you got to go into the black and white mode in order to collect the tapes, the golden tapes sitting around. But what if after all those steps, you got to go to Shadows of Evil and go into the black and white mode, and it reveals a hidden tapes afterwards, after you do all those steps. And then finally, you got Pop Goes the Weasel. You can either kill the 3 other players and keep Weasel alive, or you can kill Weasel. And then on Black Ops 3, you see Weasel's hat on Revelations. What if after all that you go to Revelation and you got to kill a person wearing the hat, Weasel's hat, or do something, you know? But what if you put the hat on at the very beginning on step 1? Because if you do that, that means Weasel is completing all the steps again, if that makes sense. If you're doing the Mob of the Dead steps on Black Ops 3, it's kind of like a hidden Easter egg, if that makes sense. You're hiding something in plain sight, you're seeing it, but you ain't really seeing it. It throws people off when he said this, the impossible Easter egg, because they're looking for something deeper, making people think harder, you know, about it, making them look somewhere else when it could really be in plain sight. It's kind of like looking for, like, look at the example. It's kind of like looking for your car keys. The keys may be in plain sight, but you could be looking for hours trying to find it, even though it may be in the seat or in plain sight, you know? It could be right there, but you're still looking because you're thinking it's somewhere else, even though it's right there, right in front of you. Well, I think we're supposed to be looking for the hidden part. What we're supposed to be looking for is what is the order of the maps we got to play, and what do we got to do on them. If the Mob of the Dead was scrapped in Black Ops 3, why are there so many references to Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 3? So it makes you question, have we been looking at the impossible Easter egg all wrong? Or is this just a coincidence? Is it just a theory? It could also change the Black Ops 3 storyline. Let's say Weasel kills the 3 other people on Mob of the Dead. On Mob of the Dead, you killed the other 3 players to end the cycle. But what if they were wrong about that and it didn't end the cycle, because Shadows of Evil is about 10 years after Mob of the Dead. And you see everything run down because of zombies. But on Mob of the Dead, you can also kill Weasel. Killing Weasel continues the cycle, and Weasel's back with the plane, as you see on the other maps with the plane. And you see Weasel's head and all that. Before they kill him, what if he went like forward in time to try to end the cycle? And that's why you got so many references to Mob of the Dead. And that's why you guys had in Revelations, because he's back to try and end the cycle. Because Revelations usually means the end. And why is it mainly Weasel's references? And why is Weasel's hat in Revelations? Because Revelations means the end, and Weasel was supposed to break the end of the cycle. And then some extra information. In Black Ops 3, Zombies Revelations, the blood vials are from the Mob of the Dead characters Sal and Finn, and are used by Primus Richtofen as an insurance policy to break the cycle and ensure the survival of the Primus crew. And what if that's why there's so many references to Mob of the Dead? Because